Favourite act? Carol Decker to Pow. Has to be. I mean, genuinely, I listen every day to Pow, so undoubtedly my favourite. I think the best night had to be Scouting for Girls when we played Salford with the Fuel Girls on before it. It was just an absolute great night. In terms of what's coming up, this year's been a little sort of more low-key on the bigger name bands. A lot of them are doing festivals and we're finding it harder to get them. We're working with LSV actually to come up with some promotions around drink prices and things to attract more people in earlier. We think there's some people who would come in earlier and enjoy the entertainment that can get the drinks quite a bit cheaper beforehand, so watch this space for that. Then hopefully people can come in and enjoy things. So give us your suggestions, if you know of some fantastic tribute band who you'd like to see here, give us a shout. We've done a lot more of those this year. I thought Beatlemania was superb. The Lancashire Hot Pots was great. That got a good turnout. So and that one came from fan recommendations. So yeah, give us your recommendations, but keep it clean. I was just a little scrubber, basically, and it was something you could. I mean, I don't know if a lot of people think of Bulldog. We used to play something called Cocky Rusty, which was basically you lined up at one end of the school playground, and you was in the middle, and then each time you got someone, they became, and everybody got through to the other end, and eventually you got one guy trying to get through. And I used to do, tackle around the legs on the concrete and stuff. So I just loved that element of it. It allowed you to be a bit rough. And I was brought up a little bit rough, I suppose, around Little Alton. So yeah, that was, I just liked the camaraderie of it, the team spirit and stuff. But to be honest with you, I didn't last long. I played with a few people like Mick Blakely, who played at Lee, Matt Sarsfield, were in the teams I played with in and around then. And I played junior rugby at Bedford Rex, which our late live member John Massey, I found out played his rugby there as well, which I didn't know, but he's a bit older than me. So yeah, that's what got me into it, the camaraderie and the physical toughness of it. Obviously the plan is to replace him. I mean, that's an obvious one. I've literally just come from, as you know, a meeting there with Dukesy and Chesy, so we're aware of the marketplace. We didn't have our radar out for that position because we wanted to keep John, which we've openly said he's a fantastic footballer, and he's got big shoes to fill. But there's plenty of players because he's with a quota spot and he's with a big budget, so it gives us opportunity to look at something different. We've just been viewing some VT there, and we've already got an offer out for someone that we're really impressed with. So just watch the space. You should see this week more. I think Amila was the one that went out last, so I know there's a few more queued up to go out about where we are on retention. So as I said in the video about John, just trust the process. Chesy's very well connected. Dukesy watches a lot of NRL. We know what our options are. Agents have been in touch with us. It's quite interesting because when teams, when the press speculate about things at your club, what it also does is it gets approaches, because then people know you need a third team, whereas they didn't. So you get people approaching you, people speculating, about your head coach, which you'd expect whenever a job comes free. If your coach is off contract and he's one of the best in the game, then he's going to get linked to it. But then what that does is other coaches and agents contact you about who they get available. So it's like playing solitaire. There's always a gap, and it just moves around as to which club it's at. So John will get replaced with his big boots to fill. Not just what he does on the field. He's a great human being. He's been a great captain and leader at the club, and he'll continue to do so. He'll be making a statement to fans later, meeting John next, because he's a bit upset with not having had the announcement on his own terms. So we'll make sure when we do that we do it in conjunction with whichever club it is at the end of the season. That's a good, funny one. Well, I would be worried because I paid, I think, 13,000 pounds for Leeto. So, and it's a big part of the club. There's loads of our junior fans love seeing Leeto and the other dancers. So that's just no. I mean, you can't take John and then go for Leeto as well. That would be one too far. That I'd be getting upset about that one. So Leeto's firmly staying here. Maybe we need another Leeto, a junior baby Leeto. Then they can't pinch the mum or the dad, whichever it is. Well, I think you'll see at the last game Leeto did, but you don't often see leopards wearing clothes and going round the bush with something on. A leopard. Think about a leopard. A leopard's rosettes is all about it fitting into the environment and being disguised. They don't like to be seen, so you don't want to be putting a bright red version of leopard print on you. You're going to stand out a bit more. The trick is, if you see a leopard, is not to let the leopard know that you've seen it and broke its cover, and then it'll stay hiding from you and you're not under threat. But yeah, we did have Leeto in a match shirt, and I'll give the trick information away why that was. It was because the zip had burst at the back, and we needed a repair, so the decision came up: do we send Leeto out in a match shirt, which we don't normally do, or do we not send Leeto out at all? And that wasn't an option. And I'm not against Leeto wearing a match shirt. We just wanted to break the tradition of what a mascot was, so we went more with the character one from the show, who made it, and then we thought, if you then put a shirt on it, you've not really achieved that. But hey, let us know, fans, if you prefer seeing Leeto in a shirt, then we can do that. Hi guys, so some good questions there, not too many, didn't get hammered as much as I thought. I think the old guys must have thought they'll give me a break and let me off this week. So yeah, keep your questions coming, and we'll keep giving you honest answers.